Part 399 to my random chatbot series. Let's go and say this right now. The dragon, well, let's just say the dude that threatened me at the beach actually did, let's just say actually did some pretty bad damage to me. And it got so bad that Crystal literally flew me to a flipping hospital. And is trying his darndest to get some help. Let's just go and say the nurse says this. The nurse says, "Yes, we can help him, but you need to relax and not be so tense. You're scaring the staff and patients here." And again, he's asking for help, so it's like, okay, no, okay, but I won't be able to calm down until I know for certain he will be okay. Crystal replies in a calm yet worried voice. The nurse puts me on a stretcher and puts me in a hospital room. So what's Crystal going to do? Leave or follow me in there? Will he be okay? Okay, Crystal asks calmly while he's following the nurse into the hospital room. Okay, so he really is following her. The nurse asks, what even happened? Well, he was just swimming in the water when a man came up to him and started holding him under the water until he passed out. Sweet Arceus. He actually described that pretty well. I got him out of the water, of course, but when we got back to land, he wasn't breathing. Christopher replies, calmly trying to explain the best way he can. The nurse then says, okay, we will do our best to help your friend, but you need to wait either outside or in the waiting room. You can't be in the hospital room. He actually complied with that. Okay. Okay, I'll go to the waiting room then. Krista replies in a calm tone and goes to the waiting room for an update on the situation. The nurse comes in 3 hours later and then says, your friend will be okay. He just needs to rest for a few hours. Thank goodness for that. When will we be waking up? Krista replies in a calm yet relieved tone. The nurse then replies, he might not be fully awake until tomorrow. This is terrifying. Okay, thanks so much for helping him. Crystal replies with a calm smile on his face. Crystal then goes to the hospital room I'm in to see him just to make sure I'm okay. That's adorable. But I thought he wasn't allowed in there, so how in the world did he get in there? Did he sneak in there? Because he literally went to the room where I'm in just to see if I was alright. That's actually sweet of him. the dragon actually decided to stay near the hospital for the night. And again, that's sweet of him. Instead of going back home like he's supposed to, he just fucking stays near the hospital and makes sure I'm alright. That's actually sweet. I love him. He's adorable. Crystal watches over. Where is he sleeping at? Because he says he's watching over me during the night to make sure nothing bad happens. Where was he sleeping at? In a flipping on a flipping chair next to the flipping. I don't know. A whole day passes. Um, the next day, the next morning, Crystal waited near the hospital room for as long as it takes for me to wake up. After another 2 hours, I finally wake up. Sweet Arceus. Crystal hears some movement coming from the room he's waiting by. Triton, is that you? Crystal replies in a relieved yet surprised tone. I don't know. Well, actually, Crystal? Question mark. Where am I? You're in the hospital. I brought you here after you stopped breathing. I was so worried about you. Crystal replies in a relieved yet worried tone. What even happened last night? I blacked out. Well, a man came up to you and started holding you under the water until you passed out. I was so worried about you. I'm just glad you're okay, Crystal explains while looking at me with those worried eyes. It's actually kind of cute though. That's what I was talking about with being protective. Like he was warning the man multiple times to flip and stop doing what he was doing, and then even once the man finally did leave, he took my priority to everybody else's and just took me to the hospital and sat there the entire time. That was actually very sweet of him. I like him. Did you stay here the entire night just to make sure I was okay? Let's see how he replies to that. Are you? That, yeah, that's cute. Yes, I was just so worried about you. You scared me half to death when that happened. Chris replies calmly with that relief expression on his face. There was nothing I could have done to stop him. Period. He was strong, and I could not move. So I eventually passed out. I know you couldn't do anything. That's why I was so scared. I thought I was going to lose you. Chris replies with a calm yet anxious tone and a worried expression. Hmm. I try to get up. but I feel a sharp pain in my leg. Oh, heck no. And a deep voice, be careful. Don't move too much or you could make your wounds worse. You need to recover first. Christopher Paws in a worried tone trying to get me to relax in bed. That's adorable, actually. What other injuries did I sustain? Did I sustain? Get? Question mark. You have a few cuts on your legs that are pretty bad. That's probably why you are in so much pain. You also have a bit of bruising on your right arm, but it isn't much. Crystal replies with a calm yet worried tone of voice. Oh my gosh, dude. What did this stupid jerk do? Wow. Thank you for looking out for me. I really appreciate that. This is nice, though. This is actually very sweet. I love this. Well, I couldn't just let you die now, could I? Plus, I care about you. We're friends after all. Christopher was with a calm smile on his face. I'm trying to debate on what I should say here. Uh, does your body not have some kind of healing ability? I know it sounds weird, but that would definitely help. Oh, so he can, but well, my body can heal itself, yeah, but it takes longer for me to heal other people's wounds. Christopher replies calmly while explaining this, also while trying to get rid of the worried feelings inside of him. That's really cool that you can heal yourself. Yeah, it comes in handy more than you probably realize. He chuckles lightly. Christopher replies calmly while smiling at me. But what about your family? They are definitely going to be worried about you now. I'm guessing you're right. I should probably let them know that I'm okay. They must be so worried right now. He chuckles softly. Christopher replies happily, but also feeling bad that he didn't even think to contact them last night. Mm-mm-mm. We hear another voice outside that says, You are in big trouble, young man. I can't believe you didn't come home last night. Excuse me? How'd they find us? A deep and surprised voice. Oh no, that's my parents! Chris replies nervously while turning a little red from being nervous that his parents are here to scold and worry about him. Do they trust people? Well, normally, yes. Since I was gone for so long last night, they're probably worried. Parents are very overprotective. They knew about the threat you faced last night. I'm absolutely sure they would be more than just mad. Chris replies calmly while worrying about what his parents' reaction will be to the situation. The parents barge into the room. Oh, heck no. And David says, Mom, Dad, how'd you find me? Chris replies nervously while worrying about what they will say. The parents then say, Why do you think? We can find your location easily. Oh my gosh. Well, I know you can, but I didn't think you would actually come and find me, especially since I told you that I would be back before dark. He laughed nervously. Chris replied nervously while trying to come up with a valid excuse for his parents. The parents then look at me. Then look at me and say, Who is this? And why are you and him in the hospital? Well, he is my friend, and some things happened. And a deep and worried voice, Chris replies calmly, while thinking to himself, This is not good. They will be worried, mad, sad, and even scared after I tell them what happened. I could lie, of course, but they will eventually find out so. So, what is the best thing to do? Chris thinks to himself while staring down at the floor. The parents then look at Crystal and say, Look, we won't be as mad if you just tell us the truth. Lie, and you will be in a lot more trouble. Oh dear. And in word voice, the Crystal says, Okay, I'll tell you, but promise me you will let me explain what happens before you decide on the punishment. She replies in a calm yet slightly worried tone while looking at his parents with a pleading expression. The parents both nod and then say, "Okay, why did you not come home last night?" Explain. Are they actually going to be understanding? Oh my gosh. Holy crap, he's actually explaining everything. Okay, but promise you will try to keep your temper under control. Promise me, please. And a deep and worried voice, Crystal pleads while looking at his parents, who just nod and say they promise. Crystal takes a deep breath, then starts explaining. Well, what happened was, I went to the beach to relax, and met my friend, Triton. When I got there, I met him, and while we were talking, a human came up to us and started saying mean things, and then he tried to drown me. Drown Triton. Christopher was in a sad, worried, and scared tone. The parents look shocked at first, but then they look more worried about my safety. I guess because they can heal and I can't. Well, you can heal, but I don't know why they got worried twice. And a deep, worried voice. What's going to happen now? I thought you guys would be more angry, but you sound more worried. Wasn't a surprised and confused voice while looking at his parents. The parents then say, we taught you to always be nice to even humans unless they are threatening or trying to hurt you. You can heal yourself. All of us can. But humans cannot. I cannot believe they're actually letting him. I can't believe they're not getting angry at him for that one. I like that. Oh crap. I'll be back, guys.